Ashley and I are at the beach. We go to this place called High Street Deli, and after I go running, my favorite thing to do is actually they have black cherry soda and root beer. Mix the two.
Really?
It's so bomb.
So
That sounds interesting.
Root beer.
But they make their own soda, so it's really good.
Ooh.
It's homemade black cherry root beer soda
Yes.
combined.
You know,
Yes.
Dr. Pepper also makes their own soda.
Yeah, but that doesn't really count, though.
I think it does.
Oh, well. I started the recording, so
started
we're
it?
on, baby.
Well, then, welcome back to the Real Stuff Podcast, episode 6, I think.
I think, is that what we're on?
I think it's 6.
Yeah, it is what we're on.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
And Reese, who's our guest today?
Oh, his name is
Tyson Baker.
Tyson
Yeah.
Baker.
Yeah.
Tyson, welcome to the pod, bro.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, guys?
Thanks
There
for
you go.
being here.
Yeah.
Talking
Thanks for
about-
the invite.
Oh, yeah,
You're
dude.
welcome.
Anytime. Tyson's our homie. We've been homies for how long?
Oh gosh. I feel like I've known you guys longer than you've known me.
Yeah, that
but
might be fair.
I was a lot older going to church,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
I don't think you guys were paying attention to me, but we've
Yeah,
known each other
because
for a
we
long
weren't
time.
in youth group at the same time.
Yeah.
Definitely
But
not,
then you
but
like came one day, and I was like, "That's Tyson," and then we met, and then we've been bros ever since.
And you knew that? You're like, that's
No, I
Tyson.
was introduced.
Oh,
I think it's because I've always known your dad.
Yeah.
That's
I've always been
probably
homies
it.
with Eric.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Eric is the homie.
He's
Shout
he's a
out
pretty cool
Eric,
guy. Shout out Eric.
Dad.
Yep. If
What a
you need
guy.
insurance, he's
Yeah.
your guy.
Good
That's
stuff.
true. Hey, we didn't even have to tell him to plug that. He just did it on his own. Thank
Dang.
you, Tyson. We
Well, it's
appreciate
because
that.
Eric's my insurance guy, and it's
Yeah.
the best insurance in town.
That's
Heck yeah.
amen to that. I think we should also point out that Carson is wearing a penguin hat today.
My camera's really low, so I'm gonna have to
Can
like
you
this, so-
give us just a breakdown of what's the deal with the penguin hat, and tell us about the other hat that you have?
Okay, so I was on Instagram
Mhm.
and I saw an ad for a hat with a sea turtle on it, and it was like tan, and the sea turtle was blue, and I liked the colors, so I was
Mhm.
like, you know what, I'm gonna get that sea turtle hat. And then I found out that it's like a brand that they save sea turtles, I think. And so there's like a thing in the hat. They also save penguins, and all the hats that they make are like animals that they've saved. Sadly, that wasn't why I bought the hat.
You just
to
bought
save
it
the
because it
animals.
was cool.
I just wanted it, and it was buy one get one free. So I got a penguin too because I like the color. And there's a thing right here in the bill where if you put your phone up to it, it like pops up like a tag, and then it teaches you about the animals that apparently you're saving.
Nice. Instagram ads, they'll get you every time.
They
Every
do.
time.
All
It's
the
a
Is
time.
problem.
is that how we found Temu? From an
No.
Instagram ad?
No.
It was just a thing. Have you heard of Temu, Tyson?
No.
Okay, it's like this app where you can buy stuff for cheap. I'm never buying anything from that again because the stuff was like poor quality. But
He just picked tech stuff, and I wouldn't.
no, I
trust
didn't.
that
I picked
for cheap.
I picked a lot of clothes.
My clothes are fine.
Are they like off-brand clothes?
Yes.
They were just no brand
I got
clothes. They
fake
were just like
essentials.
unbranded.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
that's-
fake Easy foam
that's
runners.
true.
Anyway, Tyson, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
We're just blabbering away.
Yeah. So my name's
Hold on,
Tyson
wait.
Baker. A little bit about myself. Husband, writer,
Yeah.
photographer, runner,
So fast.
Forrest Gump extraordinaire.
Dang.
That's
Is-
me in a
Does
nutshell.
that mean you're good at ping pong as well?
Ooh, I wish I was.
Mm.
But I mean,
You should come over to our crib and we can play ping pong.
We have a ping pong table.
I've played pickleball with you guys.
That's
true.
true.
Carson actually never let me hit the ball
Get-
once.
That's not
Can you give us a
true.
breakdown of our experience? Let me just tell you my perspective before Tyson goes into it. Tyson, you did not look like you were having a good time at all. And I just kind of felt bad. I was like, I don't think he likes this very much. So give us a breakdown. And you're not going to hurt our feelings. So
You
just
might
be,
actually hurt
well,
my feelings a
yeah,
little.
I'm not going to get hurt. So
I'm definitely a runner.
yeah.
Hand-eye coordination is not my thing. And we played at night, so I'm already like, I'm fairly blind when it's night.
Mhm.
And I didn't think to bring my glasses with me,
Yeah.
so I really couldn't even see the ball.
Which is funny because it's literally a big yellow ball.
I don't know if it's a big.
Well, it's like not small though. It's not tiny like a ping pong ball. It's like a, you know.
I don't know. It is yellow, but
It
I don't
is-
know if it's a big.
It,
Yeah,
it was
anyway.
good times. Maybe not my sport. It's
Yeah.
not my strong
Yeah.
suit, but I was glad that Carson was on my team because Carson was killing it.
Yeah.
I just kind of
Now
stood
I
there.
feel bad.
It is the fastest
so-
growing sport in America. Did you know that?
I definitely think the older women there can definitely
Oh,
squash
yeah.
me.
Oh, they would-
Hard time.
They could beat us.
Who did we play with the other day? We played with somebody, and he was like, I feel like I should just like enter in like a women's tournament, and we're like,
It was Jacob. Right?
yeah, that's right. We were played with our friend, and he was like, I should enter in a women's tournament. I'll probably be good. And we're like, nah, dude, there's gonna be some like crazy ladies that are just gonna destroy you in pickleball.
Definitely gonna crush.
He wouldn't even score.
They're
a
there
point.
every day
Yeah.
practicing.
They're so good.
Yeah.
They're
Anyway,
so
so
good.
yeah, Tyson, you're a runner.
Yeah.
You're a runner. Can you break that down for me? What is Rnnr, right? That's the brand.
You're talking about the brand
the
that
brand
I'm an
that-
ambassador for.
yes, that one.
So I'm an ambassador for Rnnr, Rnnr.
Yes.
Don't really do too much for them, but I rep their brand. They're a super cool brand. They make hats. Actually, not wearing one of their hats today. I should be.
You're
but,
a terrible ambassador.
They make
Just kidding. I'm just
they make
kidding.
really cool hats,
Mhm.
and yeah, glad to be on their team. They gave me
Yeah.
a cool little jersey for this year that I wear to
Heck yeah.
races and stuff, and
That's
I really like running trails more than anything. So
Yeah.
I train on road, but when I'm doing races, I'm definitely on the trails all the time, and
Mhm.
that's like where I find my
That's your
love
that's
for
your
running.
forte, right?
Yeah, it's my bread and butter.
I ran with Tyson a couple times, and I was a little intimidated by the courses, the trail running.
You
was
did
a little-
good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It was hard though.
I definitely took you on a really hard trail. I wasn't
Did you really?
expecting it to be that hard. I've never been on that trail before, and I took Reese, and going up, I was like, oh wow, this is really hard.
Yeah. I was in good shape at that point, and it was still hard because that was right after the half marathon.
Was it?
I was still running. Is
It
my
feels
point.
so long ago. I mean, I
It
know it was
does.
It was a
only
year ago.
like last year or so, but
Yeah.
yeah, you should start running again.
I'm gonna start. We're gonna start in January.
Okay,
I'm gonna start in January.
and then we can get Carson again.
Carson's gonna come run
I'm
with
not
us
gonna
too.
run.
Yes,
But
dude.
speaking of running, I knew Tyson was going to be on the podcast, so my RS for the day is running swiftly.
Love it.
Yeah. That's all I will contribute to
I
running.
just like that you. Yeah, no, that was a really good transition into there.
Yeah.
The running swiftly.
Didn't.
Dum.
mean-
Yeah,
That's all I'll contribute
That was
to
a good
running 'cause
one.
I don't run.
you should start running. Whenever I start running with Tyson in January, you should start running.
I'll watch you guys. You know what I'll do is I'll bring a bike and I'll ride alongside you guys.
I don't believe you.
Well, I'm
Oh,
like a
yeah, I'm
nerd.
not gonna do that either.
I'm a nerd when it comes to running, so I can just talk about running all day, every
know.
day. It's like my main topic I talk about.
Yeah, it's your main. Yeah,
You're a
yes. I
runner,
was looking for the right
RNR.
word. It's your main thing in life,
Yeah.
right?
Right
Or no?
now.
Right now it is.
Well, and being a husband,
Oh,
that's gotta find a
yeah.
healthy balance between.
I'm not a husband, so I don't think about that. But
It's something you got to think about, because you got to balance the two. And when you're trail running, it's definitely hard because we live close to Sequoias, and it's still an hour and 45 minutes away from any trails. So
yeah,
it's close, but it's not that close.
yeah.
And when you're going out every weekend, it's like, okay, well, I still have to find time to hang out with Ashley, my wife, and still get in time to train so I can do good at races and
Mhm.
stay fit. But yeah, finding a healthy balance between the two it's a hard battle, but it's something I'm happy to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you said you ran 12 miles today.
Yes.
So
We
was
ran
that
12
trail
miles today
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rocky Hill.
just for fun?
Yeah,
light
just for
work,
fun.
bro?
That is crazy. Reese, light work? No. You train like months for 13?
Yeah,
And you just ran
he had been running for a lot longer.
I
at
know,
this
but I'm
point than
blown away.
I would have only been running for like 2 months.
Still though, when I hear 12 miles, I don't think of just, oh yeah, I ran 12 miles today.
Okay.
That's a lot of miles.
Low key, when I first started running about 2.5 years ago, running 3 miles was so hard. And I was just telling Ashley, my wife, I'm probably like last week, I was like, man, I'm doing like consistently 10-mile days, if not more, and it's easy. And I was telling her, I remember back when I first started running that 3 miles was so tough for me. Like thinking about running 10 miles was
a
impossible.
daunting
Mhm.
task.
And now I'm doing races that are 32 miles.
Oh my
So I'm actually training right now for a race that is 32 miles long. That's in October. I'll do another 32-mile race
That is
in December. And then I already have 2 races on the calendar for next year, a 50-mile race and a 100-mile race.
Oh my gosh.
So a lot of training and time on my feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long does 100 miles? How long would that take?
So the goal is to do it sub 24. So anything under 24 hours.
It's like, and that's
Is-
straight.
Yeah,
That's
straight.
That is
crazy.
insane.
That's crazy.
I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
A little scared, but
What does your
mentally I'm ready.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're not. So, like, when you're training for 30 miles now, what does your daily mileage look like? Weekly mileage look like? What will it look like when you're getting to 100, training for 100 miles?
So right now my weekly mileage it's constantly changing. So right now I'm doing about 65 miles a week. Then I'll probably peak to about an 80-mile week, and then I'll taper off before my race in October. And then I don't have a lot of time to train for my next race, so I'll probably take a week off, get back to training, and I'll probably do a couple 50, 60-mile weeks in there for my race in December. And then after that, I'll probably take a couple weeks off, let my body recover, repair itself, kind of just enjoy life.
You wouldn't do any running at all, or would you do like some small?
Maybe some like small light stuff,
Mhm.
nothing like training. I might
like
go on,
light, like 10 miles, or like light, like 5 miles.
when I say light, like like 5 miles.
okay, yeah,
Nothing important. But then when I get into 50-mile races, 100-mile races, I'm kind of contemplating on how many miles I want to do, because I don't want to overdo it, but I want to have a fine line of being in shape enough, having enough time on my feet. So it'll probably be like 80 to 100 miles a week, and I don't want to do too many 100-mile weeks, because I think there's like a fine line of doing too much, and I really don't want to do too much and injure myself before I go into a race. I just want to be fit enough, have enough time on my feet to be acclimated to that type of mileage.
Yeah.
Sure. That's wild. Do you do your own programming too?
I do. So I'm self-trained.
Yeah,
I took a coaching course.
I remember that
Let's see. It's actually been about a year ago.
because I was right when I was running with you.
Yeah,
Was when
so
you were taking it.
helped Coach Reese get to his half marathon around the time I had just had hernia surgery. So I was out for, it was like 2 months or so.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what to do with myself, so I got a coaching certificate. And I figured that'd be like a cool time to just learn more about running and how to better train, nutrition, all of that good stuff. And it did teach me a lot, and now I can use that for my own training, which is really nice.
Yeah, and then you can train Carson when he starts running too.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. So I have a question about you running. So my running, and we talked about this a little bit with Cade, was like whenever I think of running, I think of it as a punishment. Like literally, like if something like as a conditioning thing for baseball or something like that, right? Like something that everyone hates. And I don't mean for this to sound bad. Do you enjoy it like during? Or do you enjoy like the feeling of having done it after? Like when you're running, do you enjoy it, or do you like push yourself so it can be over and then you enjoy it? You know what I mean?
I think I enjoy the suffering.
Gotcha.
But it's motivational to me.
Yeah.
I relate running and life a lot, so the way I see it is, man, if I can go accomplish this 30-mile run, cool. That is awesome. Now apply that to life. I'm like, cool, I just did that 30-mile run, and that it was hard and I got through it, but now applying that into real life and like, cool, I may be struggling with something in life right now, but I kind of look back on my running and I'm like, I got through that. Now I can get through this.
Yeah.
And it's usually like a mental thing. So with my running, I talk a lot about just a positive mental state and being positive about it. The first second you're negative, your run is going to be just that. But if you can be positive throughout the whole time and teach yourself to be positive throughout, you're going to have awesome rewards. One of my favorite quotes is, it's not about how fast you are, it's about how strong your mind is. And when I first heard that, it changed my running and my life like immediately. And I will rock that quote every single day. I tell a lot of people who ask me for advice, I'll tell them that quote. Kind of just go into like the mental aspect of running, because you think of it as like a super physical sport, and it is. Like if you're doing like track and field and like shorter distance stuff, you can get away with the physical aspect, but when you're doing ultra marathons and you're out there for hours on hours, you have to be
In a good mental state.
mentally strong to get through that.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the most poetic things about running that really like draws me to it.
Yeah. Because then everything else seems like
Easy.
I know it sounds dumb, but
Doesn't
No, it
sound
doesn't
dumb
sound
at all,
dumb,
but
yeah.
I talk about it all the time. I'm like, well, I got through that. Cool. I can get through anything.
yeah. Especially on the 100 where are you doing the 100 miles at?
So it's going to be in Arizona. It's called Javelina 100.
Okay. Is it during the summer in Arizona? Because that would be crazy.
It's late October. It's usually
Okay.
around Halloween.
Okay. So that won't be like 130 degrees.
No.
Okay.
No.
That would be terrible. If you can get through that without dying, and like, then you can like, I don't know, that would be crazy. Like, I'm just thinking mentally strong.
I'm excited, and that's not even. Okay, you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but that's not even like my end goal. My end goal is a 250-mile race.
Oh my gosh.
Which, talking to like people around
Might
Visalia,
as well just do 1,000.
yeah,
Might as well.
might as well. I mean, I've thought about running across.
Do they have
California.
those? That would be sick. Do they have those like? Do they have races like that or like organized things for like 1,000 miles?
I think there's one somewhere around the world, in the desert somewhere. I don't know what it's called.
Yeah.
Watch a documentary about it, but
Hmm.
I'd be interested.
Yeah.
I mean, some people walk 500 miles and then walk 500 more.
Coined a song.
Can you sing the song, please?
No. You can.
No, I'm okay.
Well,
I would walk, but that's the one, right?
It
that you're
is.
thinking of?
so Tyson, you are a member of, well, an ambassador for, what was it, Rnnr, Rnnr?
Yes.
So how does that come about? Like, how'd you get involved with that? Tell us.
Oh gosh. I think I just saw them post something and I'm like, cool, I want to be a part of that. So there's
Yeah.
like an application process. They ask you a series of questions about why you want to be on the team. They want to see your social medias and your following, and if you have any like external websites and stuff. They kind of want to see how you'll rep their brand.
Yeah.
It was a fairly easy process, and thankfully I got in. They probably have about 100 other ambassadors, and it's, at least for me, it's been really cool because I've met other runners around the world.
Yeah.
I actually just made a close friend in Hawaii, which is super awesome.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was just through this ambassador
That's
program, and I'm like, cool, I'm meeting people around the world, around the United States, and it's really cool to have that shared love of running and just meeting other people.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a good sense of. So, like, have you run into them? Are you going to run into them at races and different things as you go?
So actually, she might be at my 100-mile race. She
Oh, okay.
might do it herself.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that'll be awesome. We both might be at Javelina 100 together, and I'm like, awesome. This will be a fun time if more people show up and we can all suffer together.
Oh, yeah.
Reese, I don't think he would run into them. I think he would run with them. I think if they ran into them, it would be harder to finish the race.
You're the worst.
Oh. That's rude.
You're terrible.
But
That was really unnecessary, but oh well.
I disagree. So I have another question, and I don't mean to shift it away from running.
Oh, yeah.
But you also mentioned, or maybe I can't remember if you mentioned it, but we just know it because we know you,
Yeah,
that
sure.
you love coffee.
I do love coffee.
Is this
I actually
true?
worked in the coffee industry for a long time.
Yeah.
So I used to work at Component Coffee Lab. I was started out as a barista, and then I moved up to their roaster, started roasting coffee, and yeah, I really enjoy working in coffee. It is definitely a fast-paced environment, so if you're not used to that, it's hard to get used to, but it's fun. I love people, so that's literally your job all day, is talking to people all day long.
Making them coffee.
I remember going home from work most days. I was so exhausted, and I don't think it was from making coffee. It was just from talking to people all
Yeah.
day.
It's kind of
which-
draining when you do that. When you talk to people
Oh, yeah,
all day.
but it's funny because now I'll see people that used to be customers, or they're still customers at Component. I'll see them around town, and they're coming up to me like, "Oh, hey, you worked at Component, Tyson. Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember you." It's just funny that when you have one single conversation with somebody, they remember it, and they're coming up to you like in the grocery store.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, and there's been a couple times when I I don't know, maybe when you're like, "Oh, I saw you at Component," and I'm like, "Oh, well, of course you already know each other."
Yeah.
I feel like that's happened a couple times. Maybe I'm making that up, but I don't know.
It's the place to get to know people.
Yeah, true. Shout out Component.
Yeah. That's actually kind of cool that you can make an impact on someone with like one conversation, and like Reese said, making them coffee, which seemed obvious, but he mentioned it earlier.
Well,
but like
one thing I learned as a barista is you're not only a barista, you're kind of like a therapist in a way. People just randomly come up to you and just start
talking to you,
and sometimes it's about some real stuff, and it's like, whoa, okay, like I don't think I'm certified to give you advice, but you
can listen.
Nice,
yeah,
listen, and give them a good smile, maybe give them a free drink, try to make their day. But I was always surprised with stuff people were telling me, and I'm like, well, I guess maybe I have that effect on people. I don't really know.
People just like you. It's true.
Yes,
maybe.
might
I
be a
guess.
smile. People say I smile a lot, but
it's a good problem to have, I guess.
Myself, so I don't know.
That's
I
true.
Love smiling's my favorite.
That's true. You are smiling. You do smile a lot. That's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
I'd say. I don't know.
I dig it.
Heck yeah, you do.
Well, you said people like to talk about real stuff. That's why we knew you were such a good guest for the podcast, because you're already so good at talking about the real stuff.
The real stuff.
And that's what this is, the real stuff.
Carson, this is a perfect time to play your game.
Oh, the game.
Yes.
Yes, we do have a game. Speaking of real stuff, we have a game. It's a great game. It's our signature game. It's called RS or BS. RS meaning real stuff and BS meaning...
Bologna sandwich.
Bologna sandwich, because this is
Are you familiar with this game?
Podcast.
I am.
Yes. Okay, Tyson, here we go.
A great game. Do I need to explain the rules, or do we just know it?
I know it.
You should explain it one more time in case there's someone listening.
Okay, so in this game, I'm going to read a random trivia fact, and you guys are going to tell me if you think it is RS, real stuff, or BS, bologna sandwich. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So, first trivia fact. RS or BS, in Arizona, you can get sentenced for cutting down a cactus.
RS.
Sure, let's go with RS. Yeah, sounds about right.
I know for a fact.
Oh, you do?
Know for a fact?
Tyson already knows.
Dang, that is real stuff. So, like, that would mean if Nacho Libre was in Arizona, he would go to jail.
Yeah.
Probably.
You think when he cuts a cactus?
Yeah.
He's straight up jail time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you go to jail. Like, it's not a fine.
I mean,
like
it says sentenced. Sentenced means jail.
Okay,
right?
well, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Do you get sentenced to fines, or do you get sentenced
I don't know.
to
I've
time?
never been sentenced to anything before.
That's good.
Yeah.
I say sentences, but I don't.
That's
Anyway,
true.
next one. Keeping with states. In Ohio, it is illegal to get a fish drunk, RS or BS.
I feel like that's something Ohioans would do.
Do you know any Ohioans?
I don't know.
I've been to Ohio once. It was interesting.
What did you do in Ohio?
If you've been there, it almost sounds like this would be like real stuff.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it just sounds like, yeah, people from Ohio, I feel like they might try to do that.
I have stories, but I don't think they're appropriate just because
Yeah, we'll just...
Ohio people.
We'll talk about them later then. Well, yeah.
Nothing
yeah.
against them.
Yeah. No, we love you, Ohioans. What is it, RS?
Well, you guys have to guess.
I'll
first.
say
Now you
RS,
guess.
sure.
RS or
Full
BS?
send.
Let's go with RS.
Yeah.
RS? It's BS.
Ah, dang.
But if it's illegal to get a fish drunk and that's BS, that means that it's perfectly legal in Ohio to get a fish drunk.
That's a good point.
I don't know why you would, but you could.
Do they get intoxicated the same way humans do?
I don't know. I've never had alcohol.
Do you happen to know
so
that
I
about
don't-
fish?
I don't know what it does to fish.
I don't. Maybe we need some scientific studies done.
Mitchell? Fact check. Do fish get drunk? I don't know.
Okay.
Stupid.
But, so yes, it is legal to get a fish drunk in Ohio, apparently. Okay, next one. In Tucson, I don't know how to say this exactly.
Tucson.
Tucson.
No,
Arizona?
no. This is in another country. Tuzyn.
Okay.
Tucson, Poland. I think Tucson is a city in Poland,
Sure.
maybe. Mickey Mouse is banned from children's playgrounds. RS or BS?
Like, why would he be banned?
I don't know. That's up for you to decide.
Sure. RS.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with BS.
Being different,
That
huh?
is BS.
Oh.
Tyson was right.
Where is
But-
it banned?
Mickey Mouse, well, he could be banned somewhere, but as to my knowledge, he's not banned anywhere. But Winnie the Pooh is banned in Tuzin, Poland,
Interesting.
because they're concerned about him not wearing pants.
Oh, gosh.
And-
Typical.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah, because he doesn't wear pants and because he isn't a specific gender.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
They banned him.
Isn't he a guy?
Yes. Hard to explain. We're going to keep a G on the
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
But, yeah, apparently Winnie the Pooh is banned in Tuzin, Poland. Okay, next one. In Blythe, which is a city near the California and Arizona border. I never looked it up to see if it was California or Arizona. I don't actually know. But you can only wear cowboy boots if you own at least 2 cows. RS or BS? So, like, Reese, you have cowboy boots. You have these nice American flag cowboy boots. If
I
you wore
do.
those in Blythe, I don't know if it's a fine or if it's jail time or what it is.
Depends on the sentence.
I feel like you're telling us that's some real stuff right now.
But, like,
I'm gonna
that's
go with
apparently what
RS.
I'm going to go with BS.
That's real stuff,
Of
dude.
course it
Reese,
is.
you gotta stay away
Typical.
from Blythe in your
Typical.
American cowboy boots.
Yeah, I do. They're nice boots, too. Maybe
Or
I'll
you
wear
just
'em
gotta
one
buy
day.
2 cows.
that is
That's-
also a
that's
nice
an option.
alternative.
So
That's
it's
a
only
good-
cows. You can't have like
It's-
3 goats or something.
Or like
Nope,
pigs.
Only cows. Well, then you would have to get pig boy boots and goat boy boots. It's cowboy boots. You have to have at least 2 cows
Okay.
to wear them in Blythe. So that was number 4. Next, it takes 9 months for an elephant to be born. RS or BS?
BS.
How many?
9 months. Normal amount of months.
BS,
Bologna
because I think
sandwich.
it's longer.
Okay, Reese, what do you think?
BS. Yeah, bologna
Yeah.
sandwich.
It is BS.
Yeah.
It's actually 22 months.
That's
Yeah.
a long
Almost
time.
2 years.
That's like a snail year.
I only
Or
know
snail
this.
nap.
Snail nap is 3 years.
That's
only
like,
know this because Ashley, my wife, just loves elephants.
Does
So
she
we've
really?
watched just about every elephant documentary there
Why
is.
does she like elephants so much? Do you know?
I don't really know.
Oh,
Because they're cute.
I guess. Yeah, that's a good.
She
I
likes
like-
baby elephants.
Yeah, I
More
think that
specifically.
like cartoon elephants are cute, but like real elephants, they're kind of ugly.
Hmm.
If you see real elephants, they're cool, but I don't know. That's just my
Mm.
opinion.
I
That's
think
like
they're
seven,
majestic.
seven snail naps. 7 snail naps
Nope.
and a third.
22 months, not years.
Oh.
Snail nap is 3 years.
Oh, that's like one and that's like
it's not even a
almost.
Snail nap.
Oh,
It's
never
less
mind.
than 2/3 of a snail. nap.
never mind.
But it is 22 months. Okay,
I don't know how to count.
that's true. Next, Coca-Cola exists in every country around the world. RS or BS?
BS. I feel
Yeah.
like Canada doesn't have Coke.
I don't know.
What?
I'm pretty sure that's a fact.
Why would
Someone
Canada
fact
not have
check that.
Coca-Cola?
They might
Canada
know.
is very much a first world country.
No, I don't think they have
I'm going
Coke.
to say BS.
Really? Did I say
'Cause I'm
ours?
thinking
I did.
there's maybe not Coca-Cola in third world countries. I think they're making their own Coca-Cola.
I'm pretty sure Canada doesn't have Coca-Cola.
Okay, it is BS, but not because of Canada, and surprisingly not as much because of the third world country. Because that's what I thought. It's like, what if there's some tiny country that doesn't have Coca-Cola? And the two that I saw, and this could just be because it's the internet, Cuba and North Korea don't have Coca-Cola.
Hmm.
So
I'm just gonna
Interesting.
stay quiet.
Canada?
Yeah,
Canada?
I'm pretty sure that sounds right to me. I would fact check that.
We're not letting in that Coca-Cola.
Eh? Is that offensive? I'm sorry, Canadians.
Okay, Canada.
Because
No.
they're more healthy than us.
Are they really?
Canada definitely has Coca-Cola. Okay, my final RS or BS
Okay.
question of today. Google was initially called Backrub. RS or BS?
I hope not.
Back rub.
Backrub.
RS.
BS.
That's real stuff.
Yeah.
That's
What?
just creepy.
What were they thinking?
Yeah.
Like, imagine if it's stuck, and like to this day, like every time I was gonna search something, I'm gonna back rub that. Like, I'm gonna back rub it, cause that's what people say. Like, oh, I'll Google it. I'm gonna Google it. No, I'm gonna back rub.
So,
it.
like, if we had a Mitchell, he'd be back rubbing
He would
things
be
instead
back
of Googling
rubbing
things.
all the
hey,
time.
hey, could you back rub this for me? That sounds nice.
It sounds a little bit strange, but you know what? They changed to Google, which is better.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all.
Do
I
you
have
have
for
back rub
RSVPs.
on your phone?
I don't.
I'm thinking of things that you could say that would make it weird.
I'm a Safari guy.
You're
Yeah,
a
me
Safari
too.
guy? Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
because
am
of
too.
iPhone.
iPhone,
Sure.
yeah.
I don't have Google on my phone either.
No.
I don't know. Do they have their own phones? Google has their own phones.
Yeah, the Google
Oh.
Pixel.
The Google Pixel.
I don't know if they have other than that, but yeah.
Mm.
But that was all I have for RSVBS. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got them all right. The audience.
I
You guys
didn't.
did not.
Tyson
But
got more than me, I think.
I think
Did you
so.
get more than me?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
To who was? Yeah, I wasn't either. To who had more? I think it was Tyson. I'd missed quite a
don't
few.
know.
I missed quite a few.
I don't know.
I don't know.
But
Tyson, what prompted you to grow a beard? Quite the transition, I know.
I think it just costs way too much to shave.
That's valid. Is that why
And
you
then
stopped?
when I was of age, to
Yeah.
start shaving, which was probably like 18,
Mm-hmm.
I can actually, start at the point where I actually had to start shaving.
Yeah.
I just hated it.
So have you grown it for however long?
I've had a beard for probably 8 or 9 years.
That's a good amount of time.
and you haven't shaved it in that time. Just
I've like trimmed it and stuff for like
yeah. Well, I mean, I knew,
job
like,
interviews or stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
for the most part, I
just let
try
it
not
go.
to shave it. I try and
Yeah.
do like the wild man look.
Yeah.
I like to look like,
It fits better when
slightly
you're.
homeless or something.
Well, it fits better when you're running trails too, right?
Mhm.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
But most people, if I'm running around town, you would not believe how often someone will stop me and be like, Forrest Gump!
Really?
All the time. The other day I was at Rocky Hill. This guy stopped me just to take a picture with me.
Because he.
He's like, he was from somewhere, I think like South Carolina.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I need to send this to my kids.
What?
They're not going to believe it.
He didn't have you like say a line from the movie, did he?
No, he didn't.
Local celebrity.
I almost
Tyson.
feel like I should start making money off of this. Like
You should. You need to charge people for a
Tyson,
feature.
The Beard Baker.
the real Forrest Gump.
The real Forrest Gump. You need to make an Instagram page of you just running from behind with your long beard.
Definitely.
You should do that.
I mean, I think he ran for what, like 3 years and some odd months.
I
Maybe
don't
I should
remember.
just do
I
that.
haven't watched that movie.
It's
Have
been
I
a
ever
while.
seen that movie?
I have. I don't know if you have.
I don't think I
It's a
have.
classic.
It
It
is.
is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen it, to be honest with you. But I know, like, the mom always said life is like a box of chocolates.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid to be an actor, that's for sure.
Well, I wouldn't be. I
Did you
wouldn't.
believe that he was the lead? In
I
his
wouldn't
senior year
be
play?
like Forrest Gump though. If you were to become an actor, here's a question for both of you. If you were to become an actor, what would you want to be?
Like a character?
Yeah, like what what type of movies would you want to do?
Maybe a drama.
A drama?
Yeah.
What
My favorite movie is Good Will Hunting.
I've never
That
seen
movie is so good.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah.
Who's in it?
Matt Damon and Robin Williams.
I love Matt Damon. Have you seen this movie?
I haven't seen the full thing.
Oh.
I don't think. Or, like, I don't think I've ever sat down and watched it all the way through. But I saw the beginning and I saw the end.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can literally cry every time I watch that movie.
The
Really?
end made me really sad.
Can you make yourself cry on the spot? Ready? Go.
Oh, yeah, my acting's not that good.
Okay.
I mean, low key, I have taken acting classes.
Have you really?
Yeah, so
Tell
when
us
I
about
was
that.
when I was in film school, one of my classes I had to take was acting.
Oh.
I actually found it to be pretty fun. Like, there's a lot to acting you don't think
Yeah.
about,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a wild thing to get into.
Because they do things
It's
like
hard.
like what's the thing where they just improv?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do like that kind of stuff or like what?
Yeah, it was a lot of improv where we had like a script we had to follow, and you just do it to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
I don't think I was very good, but then we did a whole class about different actors and how they act, and I think one of the things that was kind of cool to learn about was method acting.
Method
if you
acting,
know
that's what I was
anything
gonna
about
say.
method acting, it's
Crazy.
those actors and actresses will literally become their character, and they will not be anyone else until they're done filming.
I can't remember who it was that I heard knew was a method actor.
What's his name? And he committed suicide.
Heath
The
Ledger.
Joker, Heath Ledger.
I don't think
That's
real.
why he locked in his. Isn't that why he went crazy?
I don't think that's real.
Oh, you don't?
I saw
That's
a
just
lot
a
about
remover?
that said that wasn't real.
Oh,
But
sorry.
that was what was
I don't
going
mean
around
any
Liberty
offense.
when that happened, but I don't think that's what
I
was
don't mean any offense to Heath Ledger's family, but
Can't trust Hollywood.
yeah, it's true. That's a whole nother topic, but I don't know if we should talk about it because I don't want us to get like hurt or something.
true.
You know,
Anyway, Reese, what movie would you be in? What
I would be an Avenger.
Yeah.
I actually really want to be the Flaming Torch.
The Human Torch?
That's what I
Okay.
meant. The Human
Dude, you
Torch
should probably learn his name first.
and,
Reese.
and Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
I think
Four.
I'm very
Johnny
qualified
Storm.
for that.
You don't have blonde hair.
I could though have blonde hair if they wanted me
What
to.
about you, Carson? I feel like I can see you in like Fantastic Mr. Fox or something.
So I have thought about it a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Because sometimes because I'm not good at not doing anything. So when I'm bored, I just think. I just
You deliberate.
yeah. Shout out to last episode.
Shout out to last
Please.
episode of the podcast.
Anyway, yeah, so I think all the time. So I would either want to be in like a Marvel movie, okay, or I could even be in a DC movie just because I love Kid Flash. He's my favorite superhero since I was a kid.
So if someone offered you Kid Flash, that's the only way you would do it.
I think that's the only way I would do a DC movie unless they had already rebranded and it was like good. Like
So
if James
wait.
Gunn already got it going and it was good.
Wait,
then I would
bro,
do it.
you want to be the Kid Flash, and
Yeah.
you don't want to run with me?
Dude, I
Wow.
would start running if I were to be Kid Flash. Or hear me, I would want to be in like a spy movie. Or
Yeah.
I would want to be in like an Ocean's 11 type movie.
That would be so
Those
fun.
are
Oh, yeah.
cool. I love those.
I
types
love
of
those movies. Ocean's 11 was really
Ocean's
good.
11 is really
That's
good.
the first one, right?
Ocean's 11, yeah, and then
Yes,
12 and 13.
12 and 13.
I haven't watched Ocean's 8.
I haven't either.
You guys don't like
Don't say-
comedies, romance?
I
I
like comedies.
Adam Sandler movies. I'm all in.
I actually
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I like a lot of comedies, but those are like that was what I would want to do first.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
you know what I mean? After that, I don't know. Maybe I would branch out in this made-up scenario in which I'm good at acting. But
I'm a really, really talented actor, actually.
Actually, you know what? What character
Just
I would
kidding.
be?
who would
I'm
you
just
be?
kidding.
Pauly Shore in the movie Son-in-Law. If you don't know it,
I
you should
haven't-
watch
I
it.
haven't seen
But
that.
Pauly Shore is a comedian, and he's just a weird guy. But
Is he really?
it's one of my favorite movies. Part of it was actually filmed here in Visalia,
Where?
like more out by Woodlake area.
Okay.
It's an old movie. It's
Mm.
it's stupid.
Like
but
Cutler
it's,
Park area? Woodlake? Or farther than that?
like pretty close to there, but a little bit farther. Like
Okay.
pretty close, like Woodlake, Ivanhoe,
Ivanhoe,
area, right
okay.
in there.
Mm.
Some little farmhouse.
Yeah. Back when we used to run over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back when I used to hear you guys talking about running over there. You know what kind of movies I actually do really like?
But
I'm stuck on this now. Is like, like movies where there's like a criminal type, or like I don't know if it's criminal underworld type thing, but you know what, like a John Wick Bullet Train type vibe, where
Yes.
it's like criminal people who are like they're like the main characters of the movie, so you like them, but they're not like the good guy. You know what I mean? I don't even know.
yeah.
Although I don't want to do bad things in real life,
Yeah.
but like in a movie.
That was a pretty terrible movie.
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah. But no, but like the concept, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like the I don't even know. People getting hired to steal things. That's what Ocean's 11 is.
That's true.
I would never steal things in real life. But if someone asked me to act as a person stealing things, I might think about it. I don't know. I wouldn't method act though and actually start stealing. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do
Is that what that consists of? How did
Method
we
acting?
get on this topic right now? Oh, you did acting classes in film school.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
That's right. That's how we got to method acting.
And I just talk, which is crazy that I start talking because last week's episode you'd think I don't do that.
'Cause you just think. I don't know.
I don't know.
You're just like that statue. You're just thinking.
Thinking face.
The thinker.
Yeah.
Anyway, I actually have another question about
Oh.
coffee that I forgot to ask you earlier. So we're gonna go back if
Yeah.
that's okay. Is
Oh,
that
I
okay?
don't
Yeah.
care.
Let's go
You're the
for
man
it.
with the computer.
So yeah, we switched away from coffee, and so first of all, how do you like your coffee?
My favorite way?
Yeah.
With lots of sugar, right?
No.
Oh.
No.
Natural sugar. So
Oh.
black coffee with honey. That's probably my favorite.
Ooh. I've never had that
So-
before. But
It's great.
Is it?
But if I'm in a coffee shop, just a classic cappuccino.
Mm.
Okay. And
Love
are
it.
you one of the types of coffee enthusiasts that's like, if you put sugar and sweetener in it, like you hate that person?
I mean,
Not you hate. You know what I mean. That was like an exaggeration. but
not
you know.
really. You know,
Yeah.
you can like whatever you want. I don't care.
Just the way
But-
you asked that question.
I didn't mean to sound. Was it accusatory?
Accusative?
Yeah, I didn't mean to sound like that. That was just like, I don't know.
But it's hard to call some coffee shops. I won't say any names just because,
Like Dutch Bros?
yes.
Hey,
I'll find saying it because I love Dutch
I
Bros.
love
So
Dutch Bros. I go
It's
there a
cool
lot.
what they're doing, and I think that's why they're so popular, is because they're not focused on the coffee. They're
Yeah.
focused on what everyone else likes, and that
Yeah.
is like all the
Mm.
sugars and the options and
Yeah.
the colors.
it's like
and-
the do you want some coffee with your
cream and sugar.
cream and sugar type vibe.
Yeah, which is it's pretty cool.
Have you had anything from Dutch Bros that you like?
Yeah, but don't ask me what it was because I can't tell you what it was because they have those crazy
Yeah.
names like the Caramelizer, Frilla Manila.
For
Something
I've never had the
another.
Frilla Manila. I don't.
See, I don't even know the names.
It sounds like something that would be.
Frillum.
I know someone who also was like into big into coffee, right?
Uh-huh.
And so he had me when I was gonna go to Dutch Bros and bring it, and I asked if he wanted anything. He said yes, and I said, "What do you want?" And he said it was like a small Americano with cream and no sweetener with an added shot, I think. And so I went and I ordered it because he didn't like all the sweet, like the sugar and stuff like that. So I went and I ordered it, and the lady who was working the thing said, "Ew, you like that?"
She probably looked at you like you were crazy.
Yeah, and I said, "No, I don't like that. This is for someone else."
Yeah.
I agree that it's crazy.
Good
but
save.
No, but yeah, like I was like, dang, that's a little rude.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't know.
That they would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they mostly like them for like rebels and stuff.
Yeah, and like all the sweeteners, like Tyson. It's coffee for people who don't like coffee, I think, which is good because I like it.
I think if I were to own a coffee shop, it'd probably be something like a Dutch Bros. I would go with like the Dutch Bros setup. I think what they're doing is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually this is how I look at coffee shops. I don't like look at the people. I look at like dollar signs. I'm like, cool. Here at Dutch Bros, there's 20 cars in line, so that's at least $8 a car, and I count all the money that's in line right now, and I'm like, this is a super profitable.
Yeah. That's why they
business.
pop up everywhere.
Yes, that's why
I mean, there are what 5
in the past years, Visalia has gotten like 3 or 4 different Starbucks.
Yeah.
Or not Starbucks,
Dutch
Dutch
Bros.
Bros.
I think are there 5 now? I think there are 5. Because there's 2 on Mooney, Acres, Demery, and the one out on Caldwell.
Yeah.
5.
That's a lot.
That's crazy.
We used to
How
have
many
all the
McDonald's are
owners
there?
meet at the building over there. Like all of the local owners of the Dutch Bros, they met over there at our other building. Anyway, they were cool.
That's insane.
Would you do it like you would do the drinks their same way even though you don't really like it?
No, I would make it a little more classy, I think.
Mhm.
Maybe hand make some syrups, not have as many options, but
Mhm.
yeah, just have good flavors.
Have you been to Spearhead in Paso?
I think I've been there once with my old boss, Greg, who is one of the owners of Component. I think we stopped in there on our way maybe to like Coffee Fest or something. I think we were working. Maybe we weren't working. We're also just friends, so we were hanging out. So I
Yeah.
can't remember if we were working and stopped in there or we were just going to hang out
Yeah.
in San Luis Obispo. But yeah, I went there with my old boss.
That place is bomb. I like that place.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. We go there when we go to visit Paso. Yeah.
So my last coffee-related question, and this is actually the last question I've written down as well, because I
Okay.
didn't write a ton of questions, is what do you recommend for people who either don't like coffee or haven't tried it? Like, is there a coffee drink that you recommend to get people into it? Like
Ooh. Cappuccino.
cappuccino. You
I
heard
think
it here
it's
first.
I think it's the best ratio of espresso to milk, and then
Mm-hmm.
if people really know how to steam milk correctly, it's gonna sweeten the milk instead of like burn it, make it taste bitter. But if you have a really good barista, they're gonna steam the milk perfectly,
Mm.
so it's gonna make it sweet.
Yeah.
Do it with regular milk. I think regular milk is the way to go. All these new additives of like almond milk and oat milk, but
They're whack. Would you say that they're whack?
no, I just think it masks the coffee a little bit too much to where you can't taste it. Because if you have like a really good coffee that is roasted to perfection, you're gonna be able to tell like it's a really good coffee. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be fruity. It's gonna be floral. And then you're adding in your steamed milk. It's just the perfect mix.
Yeah.
It's good,
Yeah.
but it takes a lot of knowledge to get that perfect cappuccino.
Because there's a certain amount of time. I've only heard this from people, so I could butcher it. There's a certain amount of time that you have to have the shot in the thing too, right? And then you have to take it out. Or how does that, or the milk, sorry. I don't know how this works.
There's a lot of science
Oh,
behind
okay.
making coffee that I will probably be here all day
Okay.
talking, but
Well, we got to, no.
yeah, I mean, from pulling your shot to steaming milk, there's a lot to coffee that people necessarily don't think about.
They just sip.
I think they just think of there's certain coffee shops that they have totally automatic machines and you just press a button and it spits out the juice and
Oh.
they really don't even have to steam the milk anymore.
Yeah.
So it's basically done for them, and then they just pour it in a cup and go. But then when you get to like a real specialty coffee shop, there's so many intricate little things that are done to make coffee good, and it's pretty time consuming, and it takes a lot of knowledge and training to get that good. But it's easy to learn. It takes probably a month or two to fully know coffee. And
Is it the same as roasting too? Is the roasting the same way?
roasting's the same way, but
More complicated.
more complicated. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's the science of roasting, and then there's the science of like
Yeah.
all the other stuff too.
Oh yeah. And I think about coffee from like bean to cup, so I follow like the whole journey of where it came from the farmer, how it got shipped to America or wherever the coffee shop is at, like how it's sourced and everything, how it's roasted, how it's prepared. I kind of think about all of those things. I feel like it's important to know where your coffee is coming from. Yeah, I don't know. It's a fun thing to get into.
Yeah. Do you still roast anything or not since you stopped working?
Not since I've stopped working at Component. I still talk to all the roasters that are over there. Shout out to Lane, he's still there.
Yeah.
And also our mutual friend David Rapogel
Dave.
took my spot when I left, so now Dave is there holding up the fort.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, he is. Just hung out with him the other day.
Heck yeah.
Good old Dave. Yeah. Well, I think that's all we got for today, is it?
Sure.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to say? Anybody?
Kalina had something to say.
Yeah, she sneezed.
Lol. Wondering what that was.
I have something to say. I just looked over at the computer and my camera is not on, so we're gonna hope that
Oh, well. Darn. Oh, well.
we'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
You're just cut out, I guess.
Yeah, it's just going to be me and Tyson. Your audio is still on, so
No,
that's
yeah,
all
that's
that
what's
matters.
important. That's all. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
because it didn't stop recording. So
that's
We'll
true.
have to redo it.
that's happened before.
Yeah, it's happened before. Anyway, all right. Well, this has been the Real Stuff Podcast.
Indeed.
A couple things real quick. Follow me on Instagram. Tice, do you have Instagram? You want to shout out your Instagram?
Yeah, Trekking with Ty. You can find me.
Yeah. Any underscores or anything like that?
It's trekking with Ty.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had
Yeah.
to think about that one because I don't really give out my Instagram handle very
Well,
often.
there it is. Go find Tyson on Instagram, trekking.with.ty.
But
and
if
then-
you just type in Trekking with Ty, it pops up.
Oh, well, just ignore the dots then. Never mind. But then follow me on Instagram, @ReeseSapien, and then go to my links. You can download the Shanti map. You can sign up for Reese Weekly. Shout out Reese Weekly. It's my weekly newsletter that comes out on Fridays. And then you can also find all of our episodes of the Real Stuff podcast at that link as well.
Mm-hmm.
Carson, anything you'd like to say?
Follow my Instagram, I guess, at Carson__Sapien. And
Also, on that note, really quick, I noticed there's no one with the name just Carson Sapien.
I actually tried to change it today and it was taken.
Oh, did you really?
Earlier
I searched
today,
it.
I thought about it and I tried to get just Carson Sapien. Couldn't get it.
You weren't
Oh.
fast
And
enough.
then 1_ couldn't get that one either.
Yeah.
So it's still 2 underscores. If you have any real estate
What
needs,
about
reach out
Carson?
to Reese and I can refer you, or reach out to me and I can refer you to Reach. What was that?
No, finish here because it's good.
That was it.
Okay.
Reach out to me and I'll refer you to Reese and I'll get paid.
True. Yeah. Amen. All right. Thanks for listening. This has been
The Real Stuff Podcast.
See you later.
Bye.
Peace.
Yay.